Hello everyone, myself Sujit Sanjay Patil, faculty Shri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandals, Rasiklal M. Dhariwal, College of Pharmacy, Chinchwad, Pune. In this video, we are going to discuss about nasal decongestant and antihistamine. Contents. After watching this video, students will able to explain introduction of antihistamines and introduction of nasal decongestant. Introduction. Antihistamine and nasal decongestant are drugs used to treat the common cold and allergic rhinitis, conditions that collectively cause more discomfort and lost work time than all other known as illness combined. Nasal decongestant may be used in treating nasal congestion associated with sinus, middle ear infection and upper respiratory tract infections. Allergic rhinitis is a condition caused by a immunological response resulting from the contact of one or more environmental allergens with the nasal mucosal tissue of an allergy-prone individual. Antihistamines. Histamine is a naturally occurring substance in the body released in response to tissue damage and the presence of microorganisms and allergens invading body tissue. Histamine dilates arterioles to allow increasing blood supply to capillaries and the tissue supplied by capillaries. Another manifestation of histamine is itching, common at site of insect bites or other sources of contact inflammation. Antihistamines do not affect the release of histamine but act primarily to block the action of histamine at the H1 histamine receptor sites. Antihistamines are capable of causing a wide variety of adverse effects. Many of these agents will produce varying degrees of sedation, particularly when used in combination with other depressant drugs or alcoholic beverages. Because of their chemical similarity to anticholinergic drugs, many antihistamines will cause dry mouth, constipation, blurred vision, and urinary retention. The effects are mostly prominent and troublesome in elderly, particularly those with glaucoma or prostatic hypertrophy. The most commonly used antihistamines for symptoms of allergies desloratadine, that is Clarinex, loratadine, Claritin, Alvert, fexofenadine, Allergia and cetirizine HCl have been shown to be more specific in blocking peripheral H1 histamine receptor than those located in the central nervous system. Although most of antihistamines are administered orally or by injection, several are available for rectal or topical administration. But the antihistamines are regularly administered by parenteral route or by injectable route. Decongestant. Nasal decongestant are agents that constrict dilated blood vessel in the nasal mucosa by stimulating alpha adrenergic nerve receptor in vascular smooth muscles. The nasal decongestants are also useful to, to treat the nasal disorder. Nasal decongestants are administered either topically by inhalation or orally. Topically used decongestants are effective rapidly. A common problem in the use of these agents is rebound nasal congestion. Excessive use cause local ischemia and irritation of the nasal mucosa that may lead to extensive secondary vasodilation and congestion. Rebound congestion is the return of excessive tissue fluid occurring as a result of using nasal decongestants for the time periods of dosage beyond those recommended by the manufacturer. Although topical administration of decongestants result in only minimal absorption of drug through the nasal mucosa, adverse systemic effects such as elevation of blood pressure and central nervous system stimulation may occur if the decongestant solution drains through the nasal passage and is swallowed by the client. Some decongestant drugs are administered by inhalation using specially designed inhalers. Such inhalers are generally plastic containers containing an inert fibrous material impregnated with a volatile decongestant drug. Oral decongestant also act by constricting blood vessels in the nasal mucosa. They generally have a longer duration of action than the topical agent, but tend to have a less constrictive effect. Oral decongestant may affect vascular beads other than those found in the nasal mucosa. It is important to realize that antihistamines and decongestants exert only a palliative effect on symptoms of the common cold and allergic rhinitis and are not curative. Symptomatic treatment of nasal congestion is useful. However, it relieves discomfort and prevents blowing of the nose, which may further irritate the nasal mucosa. Thank you.